guys, Kevin here again. Thanks for joining me today on this super cold Vermont afternoon. I think it's only like 10 degrees or something outside today. So forgive me if I stumble my speech. My lips aren't working very well. It's kind of cold. But anyway, I'll cut to the chase. I wanted to make a quick video of a new piece of kit I got just recently. I'm really excited about this thing. I've been wanting it for a while. It's a 8x8 Tentsmiths tarp. The thing only weighs, God, I think it's 4¼ pounds or so. It's made of oil cotton canvas. I got the 8x8. They make several types. Let me back up. So they make several tarps. They make tarps that are 7x7 all the way up to 15x15. I mean, it's sky's the limit with these guys. I got the 8x8 only because, you know, the 8x8 is what, 64 square feet. I thought about getting the 7x7, which is 49 square feet, but a difference of 15 square feet, especially when you're outside in the elements. You know, I definitely wanted the extra space. I'm not a very big guy. I'm only 5'8", but I don't care. Extra room for gear and stuff. I went with the 8x8. The 7x7 I think is only 3 pounds, 3¼ which isn't bad for a canvas tarp. But yeah, mainly my reasoning behind this is I like camping with traditional stuff, and oil cotton canvas is about as traditional as you can get. But anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about the company. Yeah, Tentsmiths, they're out of New Hampshire. They've been in business since, I think, 1983. They make period correct tents, historically correct tents, and they focus on accuracy, trying to get everything just right. They make tents from 17th, 18th, all the way up to the 20th century, even medieval and Renaissance style tents. They're flame retardant, they're waterproof, they're mold and mildew resistant. They're made with a really tight weave cotton canvas. I forget the name of it, but I'll link a description and a link to their site in the box down below when I'm finished with the video. But yeah, the canvas is really high thread count, so it's really tight and it's pre-shrunk, so just to maximize the waterproofness. So yeah, what else can I tell you about them? I'm going to set the thing up here in a minute anyway, so I don't want to bore you to death with me yapping. But you know what? I'll just get to that right now. Let's go set this thing up. So I'm out here today with just my Hidden Woodsman's Haversack, and that 8x8 tent, or tarp, excuse me, fits in this thing like perfectly. I love it for the day out. It's just awesome. Oh, and then the back of this thing, here, I'll show you. The other thing I like about this Haversack, it's got this axe sleeve in the back, you know, rests up against you. Thing is great, so it doesn't take up any extra room. So yeah, let me get back to the Haversack. As you can see, this thing fits perfectly, come on, open, in this thing. And I actually do have a little bit extra room. You can see I got some extra tent pegs, some cordage, and that's all I really need. You don't need much. I do like bringing these great big metal tent pegs, especially for early winter, when at least up here in Vermont, when the ground is frozen, you can't get standard pegs in, and oftentimes there isn't a lot of snow coverage until mid-January or later. So, you know, packing tent pegs in with the snow, they have a tendency to pop loose. But these things, if you got an axe, drive them right into the frozen ground, you're golden. So yeah, let me show you how I set my Plow point style tarp up. Okay, so behind me, right there, is where I'm going to do my my Plow point shelter. So, like I said, I'm going to show you how I attach it to the tree using a slippery hitch. So what I do is I have a piece of paracord here. I don't know, it's half again as tall as me. Now, usually there isn't too many trees out here that won't fit around. So what I do is I find the center point of this thing, okay, about center, And what you're going to do is you're going to take a bite of the line. You're going to tie a slippery hitch, okay? So over, back around my end frame. All right, slippery hitch. Okay, so now you have 2 loops on this side and 1 on that side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my slippery hitch, I'm going to put it over these 2 loops and pull it down, cinch it down. There, so now I have 2 loops for my tarp and I have 2 long ends. So now, come over here to my tree. Generally, I like to be about shoulder height or so, at least to start. Tie my 2 loops back here. Same thing, just tie a slippery hitch. That way you can take everything out real easy when you're done. Tie it off. There. And now I got my loops for my tarp. Now I'll get with you in just a second. I'll show you how that's done. Okay. About to tie this to those nice 2 loops I've got up there. But I want to show you something first. So, here you go on the inside of the tent. Isn't that cool? Our maker's mark. You can kind of see the quality here. I mean, it's just double stitched. Nice and rugged. I mean, look at that. You're not pulling that guy out. These guys know what they're doing. So anyway, like I said, I have 2 loops there. Now this is what's great about it. I put this in here, my extra tent peg, put it through those 2 loops, boom. That's it. You see that? So I've got my loop, and the tent in the center. And that's not going anywhere. That's nice and solid. And to move it, when I want to get out of here, boom, I'm out of here. So, there you go, guys. Nice little, quick little trick on how to set something up fast. And like I said, this is on a slippery hitch, so it'll come out real easy when I'm ready to go. Here, 3 stakes left. That's all you really need. So now, grab the other end. Bring it out where you want it, nice and tight. Stake it in. And then for your last 2 sides. This thing takes no time to set up. So if it was raining or snowing, you'd be under cover pretty quick. That's what I like about it. This canvas really stiffens up when it's cold. It's kind of cool. There we go. So there it is. Now obviously, if I had a tree over here, this has a reinforced center loop, I could guide this out and have some more room in there. But as I said, this is just for an example, just to kind of show you the tent real quick. I'll give you a close-up, show you some of the extra features it has. Like I said, there's a couple key features I want to show you. Most of all, this, you can tell these guys know what they're doing. This is a reinforced center loop, as you can see, and I like the way it's sewn on there. It's sewn on there evenly in both directions. It hasn't just folded over in one way, so no matter which direction you pull, you know, this way or this way, this way or this way, it's centered. It's gonna hold the weight really well. I like that feature a lot. Come on, focus. And then every side has 5 loops. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way around it. And in the center, your center seam. 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, probably 4 and then 5. So all the way around it, you've got 5 loops on every single side. So you can fold this thing up and origami it in a whole bunch of different ways. So there it is, guys. the Tentsmith 8x8 oilskin tarp. I really like this thing so far. Like I said, if this was an actual situation and I was going to camp out in it overnight, I would guy out this centerpiece, you know, do another tree or a little bipod or something else, but this is just for demonstration purposes. And to speak to that, I'll show you guys how much room there is in this thing. As I said, I'm only 5'8", not a very big guy, but more than enough room in here for me to lay down, stretch my hands out. I'm not touching either end. I can pretty much vanish in this thing. Way back here, more than enough room for my gear and backpack and whatever else I need. I've always liked tarps. I've been in tents most of my early days. I always thought tenting was where it was at, but I've moved on to tarps. I own several now. I don't know, I like that open air feel. I like to see what's around me. I feel like I'm more part of my environment in a tarp, even in the wintertime. So, a couple weeks from now, me and a bunch of my buddies are going to do a winter camp. I'm going to take this thing along with me for its maiden voyage. I'm hoping to set it up in this plow point configuration, but who knows, you know, I can, with all these grommet and all these loops, I can certainly origami it into something else if I need to. You never know what the environment will ask of you. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me, guys. I'm pretty excited to show you this, and I'll see you on the next one.